LayyKnight, original artist. Word. Speak nothing but the truth, y'all. Always. Lay. Yo, what's up, y'all? It's a beautiful Write It Out today. I hope y'all don't mind me, but yo, I was hungry. I definitely was hungry. And I made these air fried jerk chicken wings, right? And I just couldn't stop myself from taking a bite and eating it and enjoying it. And then I'm like, yo, that's wild, because today's word is hunger. And as I ate these spicy wings, right? And then my mouth was like, I look over and I'm like, bro, I'm thirsty. And I remembered I bottled me a water and brought it upstairs too. So it's just like, it's going definitely with the word. Today's words was hunger/hungry and thirst/thirsty. And the few artists that we have with us here today, they use that word how they felt fit. And hopefully y'all will find one of these poems that resonate with you. You know what I'm saying? So I want y'all to sit back, relax, enjoy, grab some food if you feel hungry, grab a little something to drink if you feel thirsty, and enjoy what we have laid out for you guys today. The first poem up is called Eternal Drink by LayyKnight, original artist. Check it. Eternal Drink by LayyKnight, original artist. If I'm thirsty, let me drink. If I'm the trap, then you be the link. If your thirst I shall quench, may it be sweet, soak your clothes, leave you wet to drench. And if you should never want to stop drinking from me, keeping you hydrated and me water as pure and coaxing as the ocean sea, then there you'll stay caught in the bliss of thee, well taken care of in heavenly ecstasy. Waterfalls upon your lips, trickling down your waist size as well as your inner thighs. Butterfly somersault flips. Who's thirsty for whom, you may ask, if we are both looking to be fulfilled, to have our souls refreshed. Don't you guzzle, cherish this blessing, for it is just as precious as inhaling and exhaling your very first and last breath. It's like a never-ending vacation retreat. Ocean abyss walls pouring in unison to the same rhythmic heartbeat. Like hotels, body spells, timeless realms, sexual fluid trails. From bath, shower, water made, bridal veils, to reciting in tongue the holy grail. My touch on you releases you from the grips of your every blindness. I read you like Braille, like Excalibur, just only grazing you with my welded, sharpened with legit brains on a level balanced scale. And cover you with my electromagnetic fingertips. Moon, full, then eclipse, sunrise, sunset ships. Hold tight to me, allow me to taste your small of your back as I sip. Staying well nourished on our voyage as we water wave, surfboard, jet ski, drip, sway, drift. Taking all of you in with my effervescent lips. As we sail and together we begin to unveil the life of us. Soon time will prevail that we stay hydrated, because we are the juices for one another's mind, intertwined, thirsting for our connection bond. Galaxy underwater, love light high. Won't let each other sink as we both synchronizingly take our eternal drink. If I'm thirsty, let me drink. If I'm the trap, then you be the link. If your thirst I shall quench, may it be sweet, soak your clothes, leave you wet to drench. And if you should never want to stop drinking from me, let me be your spot. Keeping you satisfied and wet, our life pre-written before we ever met. Eternal Drink by LayyKnight, original artist. One love, y'all. Alwayys.
Yo, yo, I'm going in. I ain't gonna lie. But we are gonna move along, hoping that y'all felt that poem. The next poem up is Twin Flames by Goldieverse. Check it.
Hey, this is Goldieverse. It's been a minute. This poem is untitled. Yeah, I don't really have a title for it. So if anybody has any suggestions, feel free to write them in the comments. But it is based on the topic this week of hunger, being hungry for something, even thirsty. I love you, but when it comes to love, I am not conflicted. I know where I stand. Side by side with my emperor, staff of wisdom in hand. And though I know the heavens await this union that has affected their lives much like fate, the Empress, she hesitates, and not just due to a situation, but past issues still try to hinder her participation. Can you quench my thirst? This hunger for truth to clear this generational curse. She wants to forgive, but she can't forget. And he also has pain and a mind full of regret. So right at the beginning of the journey, both stop. Only sweet words and gazes can save them from running. Oh, but their love is strong, and it won't be long that if they ran, the divine will return them to each other to fulfill the plan. Made lifetimes ago, before time, before worlds, before source, a union to come together as one powerful earth healing force. And so there will always be a hunger to unite and be on the same course. So shall it be. Maybe I'll call this Twin Flames. Ashe. Goldieverse, and I'm out. Peace.
I'm in search of my twin flame every day. Probably no need to be in search when she's literally right here, right? So, man, I'm so mad because I dropped my chicken wing on the floor right when it was getting to the good part. I'm like, come on, 10-second rule? No. Anyway, the next poet up is Sunshine with the poem Hungry Hungry Hippo. Enjoy.
Hungry, Hungry Hippo by Sunshine. Hungry, hungry hippo. It's the way your hips move from side to side when you walk across the room. Your mere presence brings mortals to their knees. The short sight causes heads to turn. And necks to roll. Lustful eyes to yearn. Sending sexual signals to my very core, to my cerebellum. I can't even contain my lustful thoughts even more. The pure enticement of your hips was a gift given by the gods. And when you back those hips up against me, it's surely pure, irresistible. Instantly, my body joins your gyration. Let me repeat myself. It's pure, irresistible. How instantly my body joins your gyration. Melodies sing to surround us, permeating the airways with a familiar tune. Wine with me. Girl, wine with me. So deeply lost in thought until realization kicked in. Oh shit! We're in Publix. Yet that thirst for those hips have lips quenching for that nectar of your honeycomb hips. Eyes just watch in a gaze as you sashaying hips glide, effortlessly teasing my desires away. Girl, wine for me. Wine for me.
Yo, I remember I used to play that game, Hungry Hippo. And I ain't never thought of it in that term or in that way. You know what I'm saying? I like the way she rock. Her hit, they move, and switch. Anyway. Yeah. The next poem up is called All This Time by LayyKnight. Original artist. Enjoy. All This Time by LayyKnight. Original artist. Each day I wake hungry, starving, although I was just fed. I ate a meal fit for a king, queen, still my desires not quite met. My craving, my hunger for more. Can someone give me answers on why I'm nourished yet malnourished? And thinking maybe a glass of water I shall pour? To ignore the feeling of pain that strikes me right to the solar plexus sacral core. I take it in, it quenches thirst. But immediately after I'm in need, I'm hungry, I shout in a frantic outburst. See, what I'm being fed is bullshit. It's false and I'm pure. My hunger keeps on growing because the fixture is tainted with no freely televised recipe or cure. Do I eat to live or live to eat? Do I follow the guidelines in a book led by human-made walks paths of unknown knowledge formed by faux printed feet? This will not fulfill me, but manipulate my mind to believe that I have been fed enough and should be full and grateful and find no more reason to whine. I received a paper telling me if I eat what they serve me on my plate, that I'll be closer to divine. Then I might graduate. But will that stop my hunger, help me stay lifted and elevate? Well, that don't seem true. Because the more I eat their fruit, the less I shine. And my mind is telling my body that it is time. Time to step out. The systematic robotic believe what you read, follow all our directions, stay enslaved, closed mind, no real food line. Time to no longer wait to be fed. When it is I who is the true nutrition, the vitamin, the energy, the power, and the antidote to the problem all this time. I was the food, the one of a kind. And it is I who held the truth inside. Years of knowledge subconsciously on hold so that when I truly ate, it would be the biggest. And I would be so full and I'd be ready in my authentic light. And it will be sublime. I am no longer blind. All this time. By LayyKnight, original artist. One love, y'all. Always.
Yo. Am I finished? No, I'm not, but it's definitely busting. And I looked at myself on the camera, you know what I'm saying, while I'm over here eating, and I'm like, damn, I'm glad I ain't on recording doing this, because people would be turned off. Like, the way I'm going in, you would have thought I ain't ate in years. But anywho, all this time, and I've been eating, so yeah. The next poet up is Goldie Verse with The Insatiable Appetite. Check this woman out. Go ahead.
Hey, this is Goldie Verse back with another poem. This one is called The Insatiable Appetite. Sometimes I'm hit with memories. I don't know if they're mine or in my mind that they are mine from another lifetime. I see many of us being led away from home. Chains and shackles rub against my bones. I see us entering a boat's deep, dark hole that swallowed us. Swallowed us all whole. And as I step out of my body and I look back at this memory, I feel the fear. I feel the fear beneath the curiosity, beneath the courage, beneath the determination to persevere. I wonder how it felt to be at sea and see no land, or feel it beneath your feet when you stand for months. I can only imagine the desire, the yearning, the hunger for home. Even before seeing where this boat would dock, those that made it in their hearts, they knew they'd never go home alive again. And as time went by, and his story covered and buried our story, the desire to have a piece of home here could not be buried. And so our story will live again through new generations that will tell the story. That will share our glory. That will make sure it's never forgotten, and that it will never repeat, nor will we go back to being in bondage. We've tasted freedom. Freedom our ancestors knew way better than we. And I think a lot of what happens in this country with my people is that insatiable drive to be free. Insatiable Appetite by Goldie Verse. And I'm out. Peace.
That made me, while I'm listening to all these beautiful poems that have been going on so far, and it's write it out, and I'm eating it, and I'm just listening, I'm like, songs just start popping in my head, right? Like, what's the song? I got greens, beans, potatoes, tomatoes, and she's just going in all the shit, right? And I'm like, and they're like, you name it. Then I started thinking, I was like, yo, I remember when I was a kid, they had this song, and it was called Bang Bang. And at one part, they're like, cornbread, hog maw, and chitlins, cornbread. And me and my sisters, we used to go in on that song. Like, my mom put on them records, and we were just going in on them songs. And I'm like, damn, that still talking about food. Why is my brain stuck on food? But yeah, that was a random thought. Anywho, this last poem that we have was inspired by Dee Sweets. She had this idea that I thought was so like on point. And I was like, write on it. And she was like, I don't know. I'm not gonna do it. So I took her idea and I wrote on it. And then I let her listen to it, and she fell in love with it, to say the least. So this poem is titled, I Need to Eat, But I Ate. Inspired by Dee Sweets. Written and read by LayyKnight, original artist. I need to eat, but I ate. Inspired by Dee Sweets, read by LayyKnight, original artist. On this train led us all hell. Bodies too close as we move in unison, unbalanced on this locomotive, too rail. My stomach growls full as can be, like, I need to eat. Hustling out the mucky subway to the busy streets. Smells of street vendor hot dogs and buttered honey cashew nuts, scented sweet. Hurrying on my tired, aching feet. OMG, please feed me. Like Audrey 2, I need to eat. Finally, I reached the building. Dart straight to change. Get out of my clothes, my hair from loose to pull back, I quickly rearrange. Entering the mirror where many bodies stand, it seems we are all hungry now. But once the music fills the air, I'm no longer hungry. I am full and content. I dance and let loose. I sweat. I am fierce. I show out. Let my mind go and my energy soul works it out. Bop my kicks as allowed. When I'm done, I take a bow. Cause I just ate, left no crumbs, and served the onlooking crowd with their waiting plates. I need to eat, but I ate. Inspired by Dayy Sweets. Read and written by LayyKnight, original artist. One love, y'all. Oh, y'all, that wraps it up for this Write It Out. I want y'all to know, Write It Out is not just for the same artists over and over again. Some of these artists never wrote poems before and they started joining us and now they're just regulars and I love having them here. But we love some new, raw poetry up in here too. So don't be afraid if ever you feel the urge or the need to want to write it out with us. Please inbox me on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. It's me, okay? I will respond, I promise you. Also, you can drop it in my email. I will get back to you as soon as I see it. Because writing it out, y'all, it's therapeutic. For real. The word for next Write It Out is belligerent. Belligerent. And we have two artists that already are excited about this word and collab with me together one evening to do this word because they decided they was going to battle one another. Yeah, they're partners. So we'll see how this one goes. Maybe we could get a little rating and see who likes who better, you know what I'm saying? But until then, y'all, continue to write it out. And I'll see you next time. I'm your host with the most. I'm LayyKnight, original artist. I love y'all. My whole tribe with the vibe. Y'all know I love y'all. But until then, more love.